Welcome home.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Elie.
And today I have the last little bit of white grape juice in this big old jug left to drink.
My drink of choice today is water because I just finished my coffee and I am severely dehydrated.
And today we're going to be talking about the stuff that's been happening this week. Starting off with, I feel like we talked about it, but I guess we didn't have our phones then. But what day was it? I can't remember now.
I don't know.
Anyways, this week we got new phones.
Our new phones did come in with our new cases.
And we got iPhone 14s. I had a iPhone 7. Elie had an iPhone 12. The reason why I had a 7 was back when I got it, which was a couple years ago. I didn't want to upgrade and pay a bunch of money for a nicer, newer phone, and I thought the 7 was going to be updated to keep, I don't know what the term is, but to stay with the group of phones that everyone uses and that everyone gets an update for. But iOS 16 was the first update that I didn't get. So also my battery is shot. It wouldn't last 2 hours. But now my new phone will last probably 6 hours with heavy usage. Anyways, the reason why I got the 7 was because it was cheaper and because I believe it had a little bit more space than my last phone. Or no, it was less space. I don't know. It was some stupid deal that I got. But we got iPhone 14s. It was buy one, get one free. And I also have like a $200 credit. And we also sold our old phones together for about $200. So, and these phones are like $800 a piece. So if you think about it, we got a really good deal.
We did.
Plus, I mean, it was time to upgrade anyways. I can now shoot 4K, although I probably won't just because none of my other videos are 4K. Anyways, I love it. I do miss my home button, but sometimes it's really nice to not have it. But that flashlight in the lock screen got me a few times already. So I kind of tried to see if there was a way to turn it off, but I couldn't find it.
Now you know the struggle. Like my flashlight is always on.
Yeah, I don't know. Stupid.
Also, I think
Apple.
Another reason is because I fidget with my phone a lot, so I'm always like this.
Yeah.
And I think I accidentally turn it on, but
Well, even just taking it out or putting it in my pocket, I accidentally touch it, and I look down and I see a little white
I
dot
look like I'm
in
recording
my pants, and it's just
people.
so stupid. So that happened today. I mean, not today. This week. I'm kind of not necessarily down in the dumps, but I'm just frustrated because the other day, a while ago, I should say, when we moved in here, the house, in the shop, there was a like 15-gallon like garden sprayer for like weeds and stuff in the shop that was left. And there was some liquid in it. Now, I just want to say it smelled like gas. And I thought, okay, this person, your grandpa had used gas to spray weeds because you can do that. Although it's terrible for the environment and just a waste.
kind of dangerous too.
And very dangerous. The other thing is, yes, gas is expensive now, but this was back in 2018 or later. Who knows how long that gas has been sitting there. It could have been weed killer. The tank itself just smelled like gas. I can give you that. I can give that. But I read that you can use old gas in bigger vehicles like cars and trucks. I should say engines, rather than like smaller lawnmower engines, because they can handle it, I guess, which is what I read. So I decided to dump it all out into a gas can. And recently, I was going to put it in my truck while I was at the gas station and then fill up the gas can with new gas because I have some small engines that I want to work on and I need new gas for that, and I don't have another gas can. And I decided to get to the gas station, put the gas that I had in the can into the truck, which was about 3-ish gallons. It could have been like 3.5, 4 gallons of bad gas or whatever this liquid was into the truck. Fill up the truck the rest of the way. And then there was like a little bit of bad gas left in the can. Like a little bit. I couldn't get it all out. And then I filled up the can with new gas. We leave the gas station and go a half a mile down the road, which is on a highway. And the truck just does this like really loud, like it revs all the way up. And I was on cruise control, so I was like, whoa, what's happening? But it was revving, but it wasn't going any faster. So then it stopped. Like it kind of just was sputtering, and then it kind of turned off once we got onto a side road.
Luckily, the car or the truck literally was dying like right at the time where we could turn onto a side road off of the highway.
Which was about 1.5 miles away from the house, which was good. So I tried to start it. It wouldn't start. It sounded like it was wanting to start, but just couldn't. And after getting Ellie's dad to come by, pick her up to take her home, to pick up some chains, and then my car so we can tow the truck. Well, my car doesn't really have a good place to hook up a chain to tow a vehicle. Ellie's car did, but I didn't really realize it at the time. And her dad had called a family friend to come with his truck, and so we can tow it home. We towed it home, and then I used Ellie's car to tow it into the shop. I drained the majority of the gas out of the tank, or as much as I thought I could, and filled it up with about 5 gallons of gas. And it still didn't work. So then I towed it into the shop and then drained out all of the gas, literally below E. Gas light, the light is on for, the gas light is on. That's what it's called. And I filled it up with 2 gallons of gas, and it still doesn't want to start. And now it is halfway out of the shop, and I need to put it back in. So I got to tow it back into the shop because I kind of pushed it out in order to get my car next to it in order to jump it, because after trying to start it that much, it killed the battery. So long story short, the truck is not working. The reason why I took the truck to the gas station in the first place, because I kind of needed gas, and I've been wanting to fill up the gas can and put the gas in the truck for a while now. But we had to go to Home Depot to pick up some things for the bathroom we're going to put in, because they've been ready to be picked up. So, like I said, half a mile into that trip to Home Depot, the truck died. So I still haven't been able to get the truck started. Therefore, I can't pick up the stuff at Home Depot. And this just goes to say that do never use bad gas, or any sort of liquid to put into your tank to try to start a vehicle. No matter how much or how little that you have, do not do it. And I really should have thought about it, because it was really old gas. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fix the truck. And I don't have a whole lot of time. And not only that, but this week, has been so cold. Under freezing. It's been ranging from 10 degrees to 39 degrees. Windy as heck. Windier than Ellensburg, feels like. And the weeks before that, the week before this week, last week, and I think even next week, the temperatures are going to be back up to 50, 59. And this is the week I decide to kill my truck. And I have to work on it in the cold. It was so freezing cold yesterday. And I hate working in the cold because my nose runs and I don't have any contacts anymore until next month. And I can't wear a mask with my glasses because they fog up and they get in the way and blah, 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 blah. We've been there, 2 years of dealing with that. So now I am just, I don't know, we're just going to work on the truck and try to get through this. So not only was this a lesson that had to be learned the hard way, it was an expensive lesson because not only did I waste $45 worth of gas, or probably now 50, 55, but whatever time it takes me to fix it and or whatever, part I have to get to fix it, which is just fantastic. So just so you guys know, never use bad gas or any other liquid.
Or Roundup.
Yeah. So now I have like close to maybe 25, 30 gallons of gas that I need to dispose of. And that's up in Yakima, and yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm just so frustrated. And also because it was cold this week and I didn't get the freaking bathroom stuff. I can't work on the bathroom. I can't work anything on the freaking house because it's so freaking cold and I don't have any of this stuff to work on. So I can't even put out a home reno video tomorrow that I'm supposed to. As you're hearing this, yesterday. And I don't...
You can miss 1 week.
Well, I kind of missed last week. It was a little late, but it just sucks. It just sucks. So, my week sucked. Also, in 2 weeks, I have a day. I work Monday the 6th, Friday the 17th, Monday, Tuesday the 20th and 21st. Up in Highland, so that's about 40 minutes away. That's about an hour and 15 minutes round trip, which is fine. I get paid a lot more there than here in the local school district. So anyways, how was your week?
My week has been pretty good. I'm on midwinter break. I went on a field trip with my class of like 3 students that showed up. But it was actually really fun, and I feel like it was good that I ended up going because I showed my kids that I am there for them. Even on days where there is no school, I will show up for them. But we went to the Pacific Northwest University, which is a health sciences university in Terrace Heights near us. And that was actually pretty interesting. I learned a lot about, not that I learned a lot about the human body, because that's what we went for. These kids are learning about the human body right now. But I learned a lot about like the programs that they offer, and they're going to be starting a new dentistry program, which I don't know if it's me because I love school, but I love learning about just different schools and universities and stuff. So it was really cool to see that and see all the students working and stuff. And then we went to Skateland. So we went roller skating, and that was an experience for sure. It's funny to watch kids skate because they're constantly falling. I mean, me too, but
I haven't skated since I was a kid, and I remember being really embarrassed about it.
I mean, I was almost falling too. I was embarrassed as an adult, but I started to like lose my embarrassment when the kids would like ask me to skate with them, because I'm like, you know what? We're all in the same boat. There's like 2 people here out of this entire 4th grade, including the chaperones and stuff, that can actually skate. So like we all look very similar. It was a fun time. We had pizza, and I ended up getting paid, which was really nice. So I got paid to be a chaperone, but really I was a teacher. And yeah, that was fun. So I'm on midwinter break this week. I go back to school on Monday full time. And I don't think I get a day off until spring break. So March will feel probably really long, but it's okay. I'm getting paid every day. Getting paid quite a bit too.
And your birthday's coming up.
My birthday is coming up March 16th. My bestie Ryan's birthday is March 5th. We love March. March is the best month. And my sister's baby's going to be born in March. So, like, we got a lot coming up that I'm just trying to hold on to make me... I feel like I always have to have something to look forward to. Or else I'm just, like, not living life. But, yeah, I got a lot of... I mean, I know what I'm teaching on Monday, but I should probably really go into depth today because I'm going to be busy tomorrow and Sunday all day. But it's not like student teaching where I had to like extensively lesson plan for other people. I just need to like lesson plan for myself this time. But I'm excited for a routine and like consistency, but at the same time I'm hoping that this break is what the kids need and that they'll come back refreshed and ready to learn.
Yeah, hopefully.
But my week has been good because I have been on break, but Monday's coming fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Days fly by when you're not doing anything. Also, because it's so freaking windy, we live next to a train tracks. And near them, it's just like dirt and gravel and whatever. And there's all these weeds growing. Mainly tumbleweeds. And, of course, it's just perfect. Our house is in the perfect spot to get all of these freaking tumbleweeds into our driveway, into our yard, blocking us in, blocking the cars in, and just being a nuisance. And it doesn't matter which way the wind blows. For some reason, they just still either come into our driveway and or just stay in our driveway. And it's so frustrating. And I can't even really get rid of them because I don't have the truck to use. And I was just going to take them all back to, not the same exact place, but the same property that I came from and just toss it out in the whatever. So hopefully it doesn't come back, because if I put it in the same place or relatively close to the house, they're going to come back, and I'd rather not do that. I thought maybe the few that I already had would be fine, and that would be, it wouldn't happen again, but it keeps happening. So I haven't really touched them very much, although I've been moving them constantly to get out of my way. But today's just a little breezy, and hopefully it stays.
It looks sunny though.
Stays on the calmer side today, and it is sunny. It's 23 degrees.
It's cold, but it's sunny.
But yeah, it's just Sunday's supposed to be windy. I'm just so ready for the spring to actually be here.
It's funny because the town that we live in, Slogan, is where the West still lives. And every time I see the tumbleweeds, I feel like I'm in like an old Western movie.
It for sure.
Like I live in a ghost town. Like you guys would not believe the amount of tumbleweeds in our driveway.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like we were telling my mom and my grandma who used to live here about it. And I don't think they realized what we were talking about until we showed them a picture of how bad it is.
Yeah,
they're huge too.
It's crazy. It every time I look out there and see all of them, I just shake my head, because it's like, how do we get this?
What are we supposed to do? Like,
why are they here? And it's just so, you look at everyone else's house on the little area over here, and no one has.
They might have one
have
or two.
Like a few, but no one has the amount that we do.
No, it was so embarrassing. I got home from my field trip, and I was just sitting in my car, probably sending Ryan videos. And one of our neighbors is pulling onto our road, and he's about to go to his house, but he stops at our house, takes a picture of our driveway, and then moves onto his house. Like, it was so embarrassing, even though like that shouldn't be really an embarrassing
Like the
thing.
day of your field trip,
Yeah,
the
Tuesday.
morning, I went out there and like the night before that, Monday night, I let our dog out, and I saw that there was a couple tumbleweeds near your car, and I was like, oh, great, we'll see how many are there in the morning. And there were so many there in the morning that I had to clear out her car for her to get out. So I did that, and then when she came back home, there's like, it multiplied.
I couldn't even pull into the driveway.
It was like a freaking, like, each one divides twice. Like, each one splits, and then it just like doubles every single time.
What was my mom saying? We should make like a horror film about it. Like, it seems like it'd be something like out of a film. But yeah, it's like one thing after another. Either we have to clear the cars out for the snow, or we have to clear them out for tumbleweeds. And the town that I am teaching in is about 15 minutes from us. And I heard that they got 1 or 2 inches of snow this week. Thankfully, it went around us. But yeah. I'm hoping that snow is not there come Monday, because
yeah, especially because your car sucks.
My car sucks, and it's not my car. My tires stuck.
It's okay.
Suck.
Try again.
In the snow.
Yeah, and I'm just tired. Like everything about me, I'm just tired. My back hurts. My eyes hurt. I'm tired.
Spring is coming.
Yeah, and that is true. And one of the things that we did this week, we went to that was last week.
What? My
your
brother's game
was last week, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. He plays again on Saturday tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that we did this week was we went to the movies.
We did go to the movies.
We saw Jesus Revolution, which actually wasn't too bad. There's things I liked and I didn't like about it, but it was still fairly good.
It had, what's his name?
Courtney something.
Joel Courtney?
Joel Courtney.
Joel Courtney, who was in The Kissing Booth, if you've seen The Kissing Booth movies. He played Noah? Lee. He played Lee.
I was like,
Noah's
this movie is not about Noah.
Lee. He played Lee. And yeah, he starred as Greg Laurie in the Jesus Revolution. But yeah, we went to go watch that with my family. It's a good time.
In Tri-Cities, which has a nicer...
Even though we didn't go to the nice theater, I feel like it was nicer than...
Yeah, they kind of the seats kind of went back just a tiny bit, and the cushions were like thick.
They were comfortable. I was cold though. I should have brought a blanket.
It was really cold in there. And then I sat next to a
funny kid.
A freaking nuisance, but he's funny. He's
kind of our brother-in-law.
Yeah, that's at least that's what I would consider him as. It's
my sister's brother-in-law, but like, does that make him?
Yeah, sorry.
Does that make him your brother-in-law?
Yeah,
I don't think so, but it works.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, he was funny. But yeah, that's kind of all we did this week. I didn't work. I just worked here.
Next week is gonna be like busy, but at the same time not, I guess. Yeah.
Although, good thing is I'm not working next week.
Yeah, hopefully it warms up for you. I'm really excited for the bathroom.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to get it done. But there's so many things to do in that bathroom too.
I think you'll have fun though.
I will. It's just freaking annoying how long it's gonna take.
I know, but you'll be like proud of yourself at the end.
I will.
And it's needed. You need that to be done. But
yeah. Also, I did start doing the taxes again. It was a lot quicker than last time, but I can't finish them because the one thing that I need comes from your old college that sends something out in March. So
they should not be sending it out that late.
Yeah. Especially because taxes are due in April.
Yeah, I know.
What the heck?
I just thought of another thing. I am officially set to go to start my master's program on March 1st.
Yeah.
I just need to complete my orientation, but that doesn't really put a block on my start date. So I need to do my orientation, which if I have time or the energy to do it today, I probably will. Ryan, who is starting on the 1st as well, is a little bit ahead of me, and she's working on her orientation right now. And she said we have to do a paper assessment for it. She's like, it's basically like busy work, but like for orientation, that's so stupid. But
I thought she started the first this month.
no, she's starting the 1st of
Oh.
March. But I'm nervous, but I'm kind of excited, and I'm glad that I have someone to do it with, even though we're not really doing it together, but we kind of are, and we're doing the same program. Ryan's a lot more motivated than I am, I think, at this point, but I'm nervous because I feel like my time in 4th grade is going to be a lot of work, and I'm going to be so drained when I get home.
Yeah, and it's gonna be back to trying to help you through homework and staying on task after work and stuff.
I know. And then there's just so many other things that I want to be doing at the same time. Like, I want to vlog on Monday, my first day of my long-term sub position. But then editing all of those videos is going to take forever. I want to start my budget channel back up again because I'm going to be getting paid, and we need to be budgeting and saving for all of the things that we're going to be doing or want to do. I'm just like, when am I ever going to have the time for all of that? Luckily, though, like, as far as my YouTube channel, I'm not like it's not my career. It's your career. So, like, obviously you have to put a lot more effort into it, and you want to. For me, it's just like a creative outlet. I like vlogging. It's fun to me. And it also helps me stay on task when I vlog, because I know it feels like someone's holding me accountable. But like, my content can be around what I'm doing already. So it can be around my teaching or just random vlogs or my hobbies. So like, that will help with like creating content, but the editing is going to freaking suck. It's going to suck so bad. I have videos from Vlogmas that I didn't edit, and I don't think I will at this point. I think I'm just going to like scratch those and then just talk about why. The reason why I failed at Vlogmas is from one day, and it's when I had to work all day, and then I just didn't vlog. And you can't do that.
Well, not only that, but one of your videos, all the footage.
Oh, yeah. My favorite video of Vlogmas that I was so excited to make, my footage disappeared off the face of the planet. So that was that same day, too. The next day, I went to work all day, and at the job that like my side job, I can't film anything. Can't film there. So, like, I couldn't vlog all day, and you have to vlog every day for Vlogmas. So, like, I failed. I don't think I would do it again, but it was a fun time. I had fun for the first 17 days that I vlogged. I think I only put out like 11 vlogs, but I vlogged for 17 days.
Yeah, and that is one reason why I didn't do it this year, because I was like,
It was really fun, but editing is the part that really sucks.
I mean, last year I put out several videos that were just complete garbage, and it was just filler videos. But I mean,
it is what it is.
I did do it.
You did it though, yeah. But
I think I would do it again if I didn't have to work at all.
Well, I think also, like, the people that do Vlogmas have editors that they pay. It's a lot easier to vlog your day when you can just turn the footage over to somebody else to get it out by the next day or that day. It's still difficult, obviously, but
and I don't have the willpower or the drive to, because even daily vloggers who actually edit their own videos, it's just freaking
no, I could never. That would be so draining.
Yeah, I couldn't do it either.
The burnout would just be no.
And then like Casey Neistat, he did that for like a couple years, and then he stopped. And then same with Roman Atwood. It was just
I also just feel like that's not healthy. Like, people do not need to see your life every day.
No, and it wasn't healthy to watch. I remember
That's
I was in high
true.
school, and when I was watching the videos, like I literally wanted to be in their
Yeah.
life. Like I wanted to be them, or I wanted to be part of it.
And I feel like that's a whole nother episode of people feeling entitled to be, or like have a whole, like, what's the word? People feeling entitled to other people's lives because they see so much of people's
Yeah, I mean,
everyday
I got
life.
mad because he would say like, "Oh, I'm sorry I didn't post one," but
Especially
it's like you don't have to, but just stop saying that you're going to and then you don't.
well,
Like,
it's easy
just
to
don't.
say that as an adult, like, you do not owe me a daily vlog. But as a kid or
Oh
like a
yeah,
teenager, you're you get upset when they aren't, because you don't really realize that this is someone's life. Like, this is their,
especially as a kid, you think they're making the video for you.
yes. Especially with their language. Like, thank you guys so much for watching. Without you, it would be impossible to make these videos. And as a kid, when you hear that, you're like, oh my gosh, without my views and my liking, liking the video, he just said thank you to me. Like, you don't realize that, like,
Yeah.
it's not really for you. But yeah, that could be a whole nother topic. We were literally talking about that yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, like, I would come home after school, watch Casey Neistat vlog and Roman Atwood vlog, and it would be about 15, 20, 25 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes before I actually do anything. And sometimes even afterwards, I would just sit there and just be like on my phone, and I'd be like, okay, time to get back to work. And you come out of this, you come out of school and your day and go into this different life of like two YouTubers that you want to be,
And they're
or wanna
big
be with,
YouTubers too, so
and then you come out of that into reality again, and you're like, oh, this is,
I don't have all the things they have. Yeah.
it freaking just sucked. And then, I mean, I loved Roman Atwood. I mean, I don't know, really who he is anymore because it's been so long, but his whole like shtick was, smile more and do good things and make people happy. And I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And I just wasn't, I stopped watching, and I stopped watching for several years before I even watched a episode. And then I've watched like maybe a couple more since then, but especially because it's not daily and it's not the same content. It's not the same. I mean, his kids are grown up now.
Yeah.
And he has like 2 other kids now, and I think I think his, like, someone in his family, like his mom, or not his mom, but like maybe his mom's mom or mom's sister or some, like just some family member died, and I actually think his mom died too, or maybe his wife's mom. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. And then Casey Neistat, he has 2 other kids. He has 3 total. And he moved to LA and moved back to New York, and now he's doing his thing in New York again. But it's not daily. But I mean, I don't watch all of his videos either. But yeah, I mean, same with them. They have their life, and sometimes doing the thing that you love can really take a toll on you, on your health, and watching the thing that you love can also do the same thing. And it actually really sucked when I decided to stop watching.
Well, I think it sucked for you more because you wanted the same lifestyle. Like, you wanted to be a content creator. So you looked up to them, whereas you weren't just a fan of like what they were doing. You literally wanted to create content and to create content like them. So like seeing them with their fancy cameras and their like fancy,
like he built a pond in his yard.
Yeah, like
had a
that's not
in
something you
and
can do.
He built like a, like those slide ramp things that go into like a water. He built one of those. He had 2 dogs.
Like, can you do that at 13 years old? Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And recently I went through a lot of my like people I'm subscribed to and
Me
just
too.
unsubscribed because I don't watch many of their videos, and when I do, it's just a few. And then it's kind of like the stages of what you watch. Like I don't watch many gaming videos, many Minecraft videos anymore. But I mean occasionally, but not much. And then some other people, they just don't really post the thing that I want anymore, and it sucks because I like them, but oh well.
Well, kind of like what you like, just like what you watch changes, what you make changes too. So
Hmm.
like,
And I mainly watch like building videos now because I
you're
love
a
that.
dad now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I don't know. This week has been tough, and I want to take a nap so bad. Just like give me even the thought of like an hour nap. I'm like, that's not long enough, which is sad, but it's just I can sit here and say that over and over. It's
It's
just
just
shaking my head. I don't know. Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? Yeah, I don't think there is. I mean, we've had both of our fur sons in here, and they haven't bothered us at all.
no, they're both sleeping like usual.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we did. Yeah, it was Tuesday and Wednesday. We got both of these guys to the vet, healthy. I mean, our dog is a little overweight,
But he's losing weight.
but he was 90. What was it? It was 93.4 pounds not when we got him, but last year. Last time we went to the vet, and he is now 80,
80 something.
86, 84, 80,
I don't know.
80 something, and he's supposed to be a little bit lighter than that.
But he's making progress.
Yeah, and I mean, just from different feeding styles and the food that we feed him, and then the occasional like working out more, it's just making that big of a difference. The vet said I'm doing a very good job, and just keep up with it. Obviously, you can't change overnight, or it's harder to change, especially when you do it gradually like that, and you can't take. Like the people who work out every day or every other day, whatever, for themselves, they make that time. But when you don't have that time, and you can't make that time for not just you, but something else like your pet, it's incredibly hard. Especially when, your backyard, the fence is kind of open and there's like goat heads and garbage in the backyard and stuff. You don't really have the space to really work them out. And then the front yard, it's not super big, but it's big enough, and it's either windy, cold windy, or snowy or wet out, and then their paws get all nasty. But no, we also took him to the groomers right before his vet appointment, which was great.
His paws are less scratchy.
Yep, and they are not so grinchy.
But also that just kind of like what we're doing with like just changing his eating style or feeding style and his food, and then that making a change just goes to show like it's the same for like humans.
Mm-hmm.
Like the food that it's not all about like working out every day, lifting weights, like trying to get a 6-pack or trying to get the perfect body by like this extreme fitness routine. Like just put the food that you put into your body, the like your feeding schedule, like when you eat, not binging at night, like just that can change.
I mean, not even only that, but like weight has so many factors to it. Genetics, the way that what you eat, how often you exercise, what you do when you're exercising. There's people who can be sitting at a computer chair for 12 plus hours a day, who eat just like junk, and they're skinny as can be. Then there's people who can be working out every day, 30 minutes to an hour every day, eating healthy, and they're still like overweight, and it's crazy because it's just like your body is not allowing itself to be skinnier or get healthier or whatever. And I wouldn't say healthier, just physically fit or just skinnier. And it's just, I mean we've had this conversation before, but it's not necessarily what you look like. It's the fact that I want you to be healthy. I want you to be happy and healthy and live a long life. And if that means, you have to exercise a little bit more, then we can work with that. We can work on that together. I can do it. I want to do it. But if it's also like, oh, I don't need to work out, but I can eat junk food, even I can still look like this and eat all that.
You can be skinny and eating junk food and you're not healthy.
Right. And that's the part that matters, or at least matters to me. I want to be healthy. I want to.
Like,
and
are your organs okay?
I can tell you that since my birthday, I've not been eating right. I literally ate so much junk in the past few weeks. It's borderline embarrassing to me. Like, it's just obviously it's once in a while too. I mean, it's not like I do it every day, but there's so many days where I just crave chocolate, and the freaking M&Ms are the freaking best, especially the mini ones. I don't know what they do to those, but those taste different. But no, like just be healthy, and it's not even physically, but like mentally. I deleted all my social medias at the beginning of the year, and relatively all of them, and I don't spend as much time on them, on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, as I used to. And I would just even after I look at all of my social medias, I go back and do it again and again and again. And it's like I close out of Facebook and I go back to Facebook. I close out of TikTok and then like 10 minutes later I go back to TikTok and watch for another hour. It's so bad for me. Bad for your health, and it's like, just delete them. You said yesterday, I think, that you hate Twitter, and I'm like, delete it.
I like hardly ever go on Twitter, so like if I was to delete a social media, Twitter would probably be the first to go. But
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now, TikTok's gonna go. I'm gonna get rid of it this year sometime.
I love sending Ryan TikToks.
It sucks too, because I like, if I don't have YouTube videos to watch, but I want to watch something
short form content,
and it's shorter and I can get through a lot more in the same amount of time, I love to watch TikTok. But the problem is there's so much stupid crap on there, and the second I watch it or open the comments or do this or watch it twice, I get bombarded with the same type of stupid content. Like one time, randomly, a breastfeeding video came up, and I'm fine with people breastfeeding, right?
But like, why is it on your?
But why is it on my For You page? And then why is it just? And then the next video, and then the next video, and then like 5 videos down, just a random live of this person with their boob out, which is fine, but it's not what I want to watch. And it just randomly comes up once, and then I get bombarded with it, and it's like, I get the concept, I get the idea of algorithm.
TikTok knows how to retain your attention.
I'm telling you, there's stupid trends, really dumb trends. Like, have you seen the one where like a girl flashes her boobs in like the very far reflection of something?
No.
We have very different For You pages. And then it boom, and I'm like, dude. And sometimes it like, you literally can't tell until the video's over. You're like, oh, this is one of those videos. Like, it's someone going, I need to do the dishes today, and they move the camera and there's like a reflection somewhere, and then it rewatches it because you don't realize.
It might be because you are a male and TikTok's like,
and then
everyone wants to see this.
You can't even see anything in there. This is stupid. And then I go to the next one, and then like 2 videos later, another reflection, stupid.
No.
Like, I'm just so done. Like, and I get it. What I watch, I will watch more of. if I interact with it. But it's like some of these videos just out of nowhere. And it makes me so mad.
My For You page right now, well, it always has been all over the place, but I haven't seen those.
Like back on Instagram, my Discover whatever, one post that has Charlie D'Amelio in it. I open it, close out of it, and I scroll. She's everywhere. Like, dude, just once.
I have a lot of pregnancy content on mine.
And then not only that, I started to watch these gaming TikToks of
oh my gosh,
of Obama, Biden, and Trump, and it's so freaking funny. I love it. I love the idea of people using AI for that specific reason, just for the comedic effect of, obviously this isn't real, and it's a joke, but it's so funny because I love, like, I do like watching Minecraft videos, and I love just hearing their voices react to what they're doing.
I like watching like streaming gaming videos, like people streaming.
But I can tell you, like, that doesn't come up as much as a stupid, like, flash.
Well, maybe, like, I know one way to kind of fix it is to search what you like and then watch a bunch on that search and then go back to your For You page, because my For You page is like a bunch of the stuff that I
honestly what I want is random.
Well, yours seems kind of random right now.
Yeah, but like I want complete random. Like I don't want anything I search, anything I watch to influence what comes up next. I just want complete random.
Yeah.
There was a website called Stumble Upon that had that concept. You press a button, it's a random website that comes up. You can do like interest websites, like sports, random sports websites come up. I want that.
I feel like Vine was kind of like that.
Yeah.
The algorithm wasn't really like as.
And I get it. It's called For You page, but I kind of want it to just be.
They should have the following page, the For You page, and then For You, like in your case, they should have like
also
the Explore page. That's what the Explore page should be. It should be random
and
stuff.
Then for Instagram, it was just like after so long. It changed the app. They changed the app so much that it's a totally different app.
Instagram,
the home page where it's your feed of everyone you're following should never have other people's content that you're not following.
Why is my
or ads
homepage never anybody that I actually follow? Like
and
ever.
It's not even like chronologically in order. It's posts from 3 hours ago. And 1 minute ago, and then 17 days ago, and then 30 days ago, and then 5 minutes ago.
And the amount of sponsored posts on Instagram too. I only go on Instagram to watch my friends' stories and the people that I follow stories.
And then you got the stories, and then you got the freaking reels.
Because
then you got just
stories
and
aren't
the shopping
sponsored or they
aspect of it.
Stories aren't like the random people. Stories are people that you follow. Occasionally, like an ad or two will pop up, but it's not like random people that I don't follow and I have no interest in seeing their posts. So I really only go on Instagram to check stories. I also go on my teaching Instagram because that is one that I'm like okay for random people to come up because it's usually teaching related.
Yeah, and I want to say too, I said it earlier, I get the algorithm, I get how it works.
It's obviously working, but
but it's so frustrating because the videos that I like, I do the same thing. I open it, I look at the comments, I like the video. Sometimes I even favorite the video or like save it or whatever it's called. And then I don't search ever, but
that might be the problem because I always search. I search like every day.
I go through and I find the same types of videos and do the same exact thing. The one random video that comes up that I don't like, flash, whatever, I rewatch it once. Because it's a short video. I'm like, what is this? Like, what is she talking about? And then it's like, oh, this is one of those stupid videos. Or just one comes up and I immediately, like, even a second into it, I swipe up because I know exactly what it is. Why do I still see those when I don't even really interact with them? And I'm honest, like, I'm being honest here. Like, I don't interact with those. And if I do, it's not nearly as much as the other ones.
Yeah. Searching might might help you.
Yeah, well, deleting it would help me the most, but we'll see. I don't know. But it's just, yeah, Twitter. Honestly, Twitter, I loved it because of the news. And then once, Elon Musk got a hold of it and I found out that the news part of Twitter, like all of those were legit employees, like making those, I don't know what they're called. And then once he started, they went away, and I'm like, okay, well, there's no reason for Twitter now.
I loved Twitter before TikTok because Twitter was funny. Twitter was where I got everything funny, and it was like the trendsetter. Like all of the trends and like the funny memes came from Twitter, and then they would be posted on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat. But then when TikTok came along, TikTok was funny, and then everything that came from TikTok was being put on Twitter and Instagram. So now, and it's just like, and not very many people that I am friends with at this point in time, or like that I want to see their content are on Twitter anymore. I feel like Twitter's starting to die. So like I don't really check it because the people that I want to see their content aren't on there anyways. But I went on there yesterday, and that was my mistake because I saw freaking spoilers for one of the shows I watched.
There's not a whole lot of people that I want to follow on Twitter.
Yeah.
And even when I do, it's like they don't really post as much. And I just see the same content, and I'm like,
I just feel like people don't use Twitter that much anymore. And
once I realized I spent so much time going through all those apps and checking all my feeds and deleting them and going, oh, okay. Taking my time away from that, doing other things.
Another thing I don't like about Twitter is that when you can see what people like if someone likes something, it's recommended on your feed. Yeah. I don't like that. Because some people should not be liking stuff. But, yeah.
Oh, well. Facebook. Just Facebook Marketplace. But even that freaking
Facebook sucks
stupid.
Too, but.
And it's just like the idea that Apple has a grip on so many people like me. Because when my phone was dying, I legit said my next phone will not be an iPhone. And I so wanted that to be true. It was going to be true. I can tell you that right now. It was going to be true. Because it's called the Nothing phone. And it is gorgeous. It's Android. I would get it in a heartbeat, but they don't sell it in the U.S. Or at least not at the time that... Whatever. But...
I'm an Apple girly. I hate to say it.
Actually, they have such a strict hold on you because the Apple Watch.
My Apple Watch, my Apple Pencil, my iPad, my MacBook Pro, and it's my phone.
You
my
really
AirPods.
Can't get out of this ecosystem very easily.
I like Apple.
No. We don't.
I like Apple.
Look,
the only thing I don't like is Apple Music, and I'm a Spotify girly. But Apple products.
I like the look of them. They're nice. They're pretty.
They're sleek.
But the idea that every year they come out with a new set of products, and either they're the same or they have a different, just one major difference.
I also don't like the way that Apple is very exclusive, even to their people. They're like, okay, here's this new phone and all these new things. We're coming out with a new one. And you can't even have access to these new things on this new product unless you buy that.
Yeah, or
product.
So Elie your mom has a Pro, MacBook Pro. You have a MacBook Pro. Mm-hmm. Hers is a little bit older, like a year older. She has that touch bar. And actually, from using it, I didn't really mind it.
I kind of wish I had the touch bar.
It was an interesting concept. You can actually skip through ads with that thing.
Oh, cool.
It's just it's a different concept, and I feel like the reasoning behind it maybe wasn't great, but I think just having that as maybe just not as an option but as a feature is fine. But I think the fact that it's just this year they do it and then the next year they change it back, and it's
dumb.
It's so wasteful, and the fact that you're going to make new products every single year. A year goes by so quick. Mm-hmm. Why is it that you get a new a phone and one like 2022, and then you get that phone that came out in 2022 at the beginning of 2023. Then you have like 8 months before the next phone comes out. What? It's the same. It's the same kind of look or same phone, but it just has something else to it.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the fact that your iPad and your Mac has USB-C ports, and then the iPhones don't.
That's another thing. Like, they're exclusive.
And then the whole idea that, hey, we don't want to create more e-waste. Do you not realize you're creating more e-waste than probably anyone else in the whole freaking world?
Because what are you supposed to do with all these chargers now?
And it truly, honestly, I like the Lightning port, the Lightning cable, whatever. There's some things about the USB-C I understand that aren't super great, but it's the fact that Apple is like, oh no, all of our products will have this thing. And then they branch out, and then it's like, no, our iPhones are still going to have the Lightning port. Why? You're creating more dongles than anyone else. You're creating more waste, and one of the reasons why you're not adding a freaking brick to your phones when you sell them is e-waste. Sure it is. It's all about cost.
And it's exclusive.
Yeah, and dude, if you're gonna make a phone that has different colors, why not make it to order? Why can't I get a vibrant purple phone, even though the selection is like red, white, black, gray, light pink? Like, I want different colors. They have the capability. It's just frustrating. Also, the cost doesn't need to be that high.
It doesn't.
I do want to say though, the 14, at least when we, just recently bought them, $800 for the 128 gigabyte like base model iPhone.
I feel like my iPhone 8 was $800.
I don't know, but I feel like it's a more reasonable price for a phone, and the fact that it's wireless charging, it has a nice camera on it, nice front facing camera. When Apple switched, or like when just phone companies switched from headphone jack to no headphone jack, it really made me mad. I still wish I had a headphone jack, even though I probably wouldn't use it as much. I just think if you can make a port water resistant or waterproof like you can, then why don't you? I understand the whole thing about the interior, the inside of the phone having less space, blah, blah, blah. But you don't need to make phones super thin. The fact that Apple had a good looking, like the SE, the 5S, and even the 14, that's a brick style phone. I love the look of it. It makes sense. You don't have to make it super thin and curved, because now I can't hold it. This one major thing that I don't like about the newer phones with the edge-to-edge screen is the majority of the things that you're either watching or doing is not edge-to-edge. Then you have that stupid cutout for the head, the speaker or the camera, and it just doesn't look right. And then when you're on a video that has black bars on the side because it doesn't fit, you think you could put your fingers there,
Ryan,
but it messes
like this
with the freaking
if
screen.
You're watching.
I want the bezels back.
I watch it like this.
I'm sorry, but I want those. I want to hold my phone the way I want to hold it and not mess with it.
You hold it like if you're playing a game.
No. Here, let me see. I do this. Like, holding like that in bed or something.
So with one hand.
Yeah. And look, the freaking, like, it's just so stupid. I don't know. I like it, though. I like the phone. It's better than what I had, but I just wish they would stop going back and forth, back and forth. I don't know. I
got the white one, Ryan got the blue one.
Yeah, because I told myself, stop getting the basic black crap. I came out of my dark mode era, and I'm in my light mode era, and now I have a blue phone that I absolutely like. And my phone case, not only is it not black or basic, it is a phone case that I like. I do, but not everyone can see.
I know, but if you're watching...
It's this like mountain view with a little sun, and the reflection on the bottom is like it's like a reflection in the sea, or it's like an inverted I don't know how to explain it, but I just love the look of it. And it's not basic black like all my other stuff
like
is.
solid color.
Yeah. And I'm so glad I got it like that.
It's cute. I like it.
And I don't know. I'm just done with the basics, you know. I want to be different. I'm serious. If I could redo my computer, or if I could go back in time and redo it, do it differently, I totally would. Either a different case, different colors. I don't know. It's not ugly. It's just I want something different. I mean, I love black. Don't get me wrong. Everything matte black, beautiful. But let's have some pizzazz. Not everything can be black and white. But we've been going on for a while.
It's
I don't
a
know how long.
episode.
I
It's over
gotta
an
go
hour.
out in the shop and work on the truck now.
But there's
So-
so many things that we talked about that could be full episodes.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what next episode's like. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, listening. Please rate, comment, share, follow, subscribe. Do anything that you can with whatever you're, listening, watching. YouTube. Excuse me, I'm trying to not burp. Yeah, anyways, thank you for being here, being with us. We will talk to you next time. Goodbye.